strong? Can you keep it simple or do you like the loud ones? I'm sure you'd probably be very strong.
Northwestern head coach Chris Collins. We'll start with an opening statement and then take questions from the media. Coach?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, congratulate Pittsburgh. Thought they played very well. They outplayed us tonight, out everythinged us. I just thought they had more energy. They were quicker to balls, and they deserved to win. They definitely deserved to win with the way they played. I didn't see that coming, from our team. Obviously, as a coach, it's our responsibility to have the guys ready to play at a high level. I thought we were uncharacteristically out of position a lot defensively tonight. It's the most we'd been driven, this year, where they got into gaps and just forced help and then obviously got wide open threes from that and shot the ball incredibly well. It was just disappointing. I didn't think we played very well. I'd always be the one, if a team beats us and we're in character and we're playing with incredible fire and determination and all those things, I'll be the first one to tip my cap. I just didn't have that feeling tonight. I don't know if it was coming off the trip that we had or whatever. There's no excuses to be had. We weren't who we've been the first 6 games, and that was disappointing. We just didn't defend very well tonight, and we continued to struggle on the offensive end. We have to improve on that end as we move forward. And continue to play high-level opponents. So it is one game, though. We told the guys that after the game. We have an opportunity. It's a long season. We got what we deserved tonight, unfortunately, and hopefully we can be a different team on Sunday, because that's what it's going to take as we move forward.
Coach, obviously you mentioned that your team didn't perform to your standards tonight. What's the message in the locker room after a loss like this?
Yeah, to understand why. I'm always, we're a no excuse program, no excuse coaching staff, players. It's, we got what we deserved tonight, by how we played, how we competed. I didn't think we played very smart on either end. And we have to bounce back from that. We have not played like that. It'd be different if this was how we've played for 6 games or 7 games, but we have been a gritty, tough team, that has been very hard to score on, that has played tough, that has played together. And I just thought we were out of sorts tonight for whatever reason, and I don't want to speculate on what that was. Hopefully sometimes in the course of a year, there's some games like that, and that you just can't explain. And it's just unfortunate, just because I thought we were playing pretty well. It was a great opportunity to play an ACC program in our building. And, to have that kind of performance tonight was a little disheartening, but then you move forward. I mean, that's told the guys after you have a choice. You figure it out and change it and come back and be better the next time, or continue to kind of wallow in whatever we did tonight. So I have no doubt in my mind we have really good leadership on this team. We have older guys that really care, are really invested, and I think we'll be a much different team on Sunday afternoon.
Coach, it seems kind of on attack, obviously on the defensive end.
Yeah.
But Pitt came into the game shooting 29.8% from 3. So
Yeah.
what do you say when a team is hitting shots like that from the perimeter, but also just it kind of seemed like you were trying to collapse that second guy in the short corner when Hughley or another guy got the ball in the front court. So was that kind of the game plan going in?
Yeah, well, I mean, we are a team that attacks the post. That's kind of how we do things. It's a way for us to be aggressive and hopefully kind of force some turnovers. But we did not do a good job off the dribble. I thought their guys, a number of their guys, it started with Cummings up top. He did a great job breaking us down. I thought Burton, Sabandi, Hinson, all those guys were able to get straight line drives. And when guys get straight line drives to the basket, it puts a lot of pressure on your help defense. And we were coming over because we had to try to take away layups, and it was opening up open threes, and they did a good job of sharing it. They were skipping the ball, they were moving it, and I just didn't think our activity was what it's been. We just played a team that was equally as quick and athletic in Auburn, and they weren't getting to the basket on us like that. So we had numerous breakdowns. I'll have to look at the film, but we tried to talk about it at halftime. I actually thought we got the 3 there at the buzzer. We cut it to 9. Even though we hadn't played as well, it was right there. And then give Pitt credit. They came out to start the second half and just jumped right back and had that quick 8-point run to get it to 17. And we just never could put any game pressure on them.
Coach, you talked about the offensive struggles. Boo, Chase, and Ty, I believe, combined for 11 of 33 from the field. Do you think you guys as a whole got the right shots tonight, or was it just more so shots from the
Some yes, some no. And obviously, but what happens is sometimes when you don't get the right shots and you miss a few of those, then when you get the open shot, it's a little bit harder to shoot because maybe you've missed a couple. So, it's something we continue to work on. We got to figure out with this group, how do we function the best offensively? How can we get the right shots? How can we work together? These guys, they are all about the team. They want to win. But we have not shot the ball well this year. I mean, you look at our splits, you look at, individually, collectively, team-wise, and I believe we're better shooters than that. I really do. When we practice and these guys put a lot of time in, and I think we just need to have that one game maybe where, hopefully like Pitt did, you said they were shooting 29% and tonight they go 14 for 22. So, but we gotta function better on that end, at times. And when we get the open shots, we got to knock them down. The margin for error for us is slim. We know that. So when we work hard and we get open shots, we got to knock them down, as well as free throws and shots around the basket. And I didn't think we did a very good 6 for 13 from the line, which as well in the first half, I thought we missed a number of free throws where we had a chance to maybe get the lead when it was still there. And you continually kind of come up short in those situations. Then they got going, and it was very difficult to stop them.
Any questions? Go ahead.
Coach Nick Martinelli got 16 minutes today. What did you see from him, especially like this is basically his first extended cameo?
Yeah, I've been wanting to try to extend our depth, especially with Julian being out. Nick has practiced well. Both our young guys work really hard, both Luke and Nick, and they've been showing some signs in practice. And, I just felt the way the game was going, just searching for a spark, and we felt a little bit dead with our energy. I thought he might, in that first half, give us a little, which he did, I thought. He brought good energy. It was great experience for him. There'll be things he learns from, but, the one thing you see is he's a crafty player. He gets in there, he rebounds. He's got a nose for the ball. He made a big 3. I think he's going to be someone that can help us. And a game like tonight, even in a losing cause, sometimes for the young guys, just to get their feet wet and get out there and play, it can help, put us in a position where we can use them more in the future.
Coach, what are the big things you're going to focus on going into Sunday against Michigan State?
Yeah, well, we just have to regain kind of our spirit and our mojo and our, whatever we didn't have tonight, which we have been. That's who we got to be. We got to be a tough, gritty, really together group, that functions as one on both ends of the floor. And for the most part, that's who we've been, at the beginning of the year. That's why I was a little bit surprised that this turned up tonight. I just didn't see. Sometimes you can see when your team, isn't ready to play, or I didn't sense that. I thought we prepared pretty well. We were able to get back from, we had a couple days preparation after coming back from Mexico, and obviously those were 2 grueling games, but I thought we had our legs underneath us. I thought we were ready to play, and, it was just one of those games where it just wasn't there. So, the main thing we got to do is we just got to regain what makes us good, and it starts with the defense. 87 points is not, because we're not going to score 87. That's just not how we're built. So, we got to get, teams scoring. I mean, they scored 50 points in the second half. We've had games where teams haven't scored 50 in the whole game. So that kind of goes to show you. But again, I don't want to discredit them. I think a lot of times when a team loses and doesn't play well, you always just talk about the team that doesn't play well. But a lot of it also had to do with Pittsburgh. They were ready to play. I thought they attacked us. They got into the paint. They shared the ball well. And when they had their open looks, they knocked them down.
And do do you have an update on Julian?
Yeah, just indefinite. He's getting better. Fortunately, we think it's going to be sooner rather than later. Hopefully, if he continues to respond to treatment and rehab and all those things, and we're hoping we can get him back out there. We certainly miss him. He's a key piece to what we're doing on the perimeter on both ends, and not having him, has definitely hurt us. So we're hoping to get him back shortly.
All right, that'll wrap us up for tonight.
All right, thank you guys. Thanks for being here, guys.
No.
You should have added Ryan Collins.
All right, we're joined by Chase Adige and Brooks Barnheiser, and we'll go right into questions. Go ahead.
Chase, you had 14 points, but as a whole, the team really struggled offensively. What was the factor that kept you guys from getting it going in the game?
We just, weren't us tonight. We didn't bring it. We've been struggling offensively, through the first few games that we had. We got to get better. We got to just put it all together in practice and in these games, and we just got to be better, to be honest. There's really nothing else to say about it, but we got to work at it and keep getting better.
Great hearing you guys. Obviously, your defense has been your calling card this season. Is there anything that kind of just shifted today? I know Pitt hit 14 threes, so it's probably not on the scouting report they were a team struggling, but is there anything that shifted going into this game from the past 2 weeks?
Kind of what Chase said, I feel like, he said it was our calling card. And usually, we come out with a defensive mindset, and we're really physical. Credit to Pitt. They played really well tonight, but, when you let a team, hit their first few shots, it's really hard to stop them. They get, momentum and confidence, and, our identity this year has, been coming out and stopping that. But, like Chase said, we didn't do it tonight. So that was kind of, I think where we got wrong tonight. We got away from ourselves, and we got away from our identity. So, Yeah.
Coach said honestly, like he wasn't expecting this from Pitt on the other side. Do you guys feel like there was anything wrong in your guys' preparation for the game or stuff beforehand that caused this poor performance tonight?
I mean, again, Pitt shot it very well. They, played well, but it's not about them. It's about us. We got to be better. And me, as a senior leader, I got to be better. I got to bring better energy. I got to do everything that I got to do to win and do whatever I got to do for the team. And I could do a much, much better job than I did tonight. And, again, there's nothing else to it, but we just have to be a better team than we showed today.
And I feel like the preparation was, like it is, like every game. Like we were locked in coming into it. Time the ball got tipped up, we just weren't there. So we just got to be better next time for sure. Got to learn from it.
How do y'all rebound from this heading into playing a top 25 team, Michigan State, first true road game of the year?
Well, first we got to digest it first. This is not a game to throw away. I think we really could learn a lot from, watching the mistakes we made, good things we did. We could learn a lot from the film. But I think it's just the belief we have in ourselves. It's really not about anybody else other than what we have on our team. We have an identity. We believe in ourselves, and we just got to attack practice. It starts at practice. We got to get right mentally, physically, and then when it comes time to practice, just to do what we do. We can't shift. It's not like the ship's sinking or anything like that. We really have a long season ahead of us, and we could turn this around. We will turn this around. Everybody got to be better individually, and then that will help us as a team.
Any more questions? I'll wrap us up. Thank you.
Thanks.